They weren't supposed to be there, not officially. No uniforms, no backup, no country to claim them. On the night of September 11th, 2012, 6 former elite soldiers found themselves in a place forgotten by the very nation they once served. Benghazi, Libya, a city ruled by chaos, crawling with militias, and fueled by hatred. Inside a secret CIA outpost, under the cover of darkness, bullets began to fly. And for the next 13 hours, the world would hear nothing. No headlines, no rescue, just the sound of men fighting for their lives, alone.
Taking the right!
This is what really happened. In 2011, Libya collapsed. Muammar Gaddafi, dictator for 42 years, was hunted down and killed in the streets. And when he fell, the country broke into pieces. The army dissolved, the police vanished, and in the silence that followed, warlords and militias rose from the shadows. This is the true story. Jack Silva didn't come to Benghazi looking for glory. Benghazi is a war zone pretending to be a city. Guns are traded in daylight, militias walk freely, and the streets whisper death.
Good to see you, brother. Good to be back.
Jack is driven past charred buildings, only warnings. Before they even reached the annex, they were stopped. A dozen armed men surrounded their vehicle. No uniforms, no flags, just AK-47s and cold, calculating eyes. They had no backup, no cover team, no chopper in the sky. Just 2 men in a car, outgunned, outnumbered, and alone.
Your home, your family, gone. Give the order to let us through. No?
Roan spoke calmly, firm. He told them, and after minutes that felt like hours, the barrel of a rifle dropped. The crowd parted, and the shadows let them pass. But inside, every man knew that was just the beginning. When Jack entered the CIA Annex, their mission was simple: protect the CIA personnel. Only the CIA. They were there to protect secrets, not to make headlines. The team was small: ex-SELs, Rangers, Marines, all ghosts from wars.
More guys. Us.
Pleasure.
Brother, stick on things. Chris Peranto. Call me Tonto.
Hey man, I'm Tig.
This is Boone, Scout Sniper Zen Master, holder of Tonto's leash.
Welcome to Club Med.
Mark Ozgeist, quiet, tactical, the backbone, the kind of guy you want watching your 6. Dave Boom Benton, silent precision, always calm, always calculating. When things go loud, he's already moving. Then John Tig Teagan, sharp eyes, quick reflexes, a Marine turned security contract. And Chris Tonto Peranto, the wild card, funny, intense, dangerous in a fight. Together, they were the GRS team, Global Response Staff, unofficial, unrecognized. But in places like this, they were the last line between survival and silence. One day, a CIA staff member needed to visit a local contact in the city. It was supposed to be a simple escort. Jack Silva joined the drive. Just 2 vehicles, 4 men with rifles. But beneath the surface, everyone felt it. They were being watched. Tig and Oz, as shadows, immediately acted as backup. Roan already knew this situation was bad. Very bad. The CIA agents they were protecting could easily be killed. When things went wrong, they evacuated immediately, despite the client's protests. Then, a green van. Unknown driver. No distance kept. It pushed forward. Closer, closer still. Too fast. Too eager. A sharp turn. A narrow alley. The van clips a hole. Spins out. Crashes. Back at the annex, Jack Silva is nursing his longing for home, for his wife and 2 daughters. But the boss calls a brief. They will have an American ambassador arriving, someone very important, Ambassador Chris Stevens. He'll be staying a few miles from the annex. The GRS team is told to help secure the compound. When they arrive, local security officers are already protesting for a pay raise. The GRS team enters the spacious yard, but it's no fortress. Two men walk the compound. They're not soldiers, just private security for the most valuable American in Benghazi. They walk past empty gardens and half-lit hallways, walls patched with concrete. No watchtowers, no real perimeter, just a few cameras and a locked gate. It's not Fort Knox, one mutters, but we'll make it work. Even they knew this place would never withstand a siege. Elsewhere in the city, a deal is being made. Boom is setting up his sniper position. Jack, Roan, Tonto, and Amhol, their translator, prepare for an illegal arms deal. They do it to locate the weapon dealer. Militias are negotiating, selling weapons looted from Gaddafi's treasure. Heavy and deadly weapons. One of them, the Russian SA-7.
Russian SA-7? These guys are all right.
And we're gonna level it with a hellfire.
Then, the ambassador arrives, Chris Stevens. Respected, idealistic, a man who truly believes he can rebuild trust, even here. He's not staying at the Annex. He's across town, in a temporary compound, minimal security, barely defensible. Too exposed, Roan says. Too optimistic, Jack mutters. But politics talk louder than instincts. And that night, the United States just planted a flag in enemy territory. That day, September 11th, was already heavy with meaning for every American, and none of them expected what was coming. Late afternoon in Benghazi, the sun hangs low, casting a golden glow over the Annex. A soft breeze cuts through concrete walls. The GRS team relaxes. Tonto argues with Tig about rabbit mating videos. Jack Silva sits alone with his phone. A video call connects, and there she is, his wife, glowing. Home looks warm behind her. Then she says it. "I'm pregnant." Jack freezes, then laughs. Not loud, not shocked, just real. A quiet joy fills the room, a small piece of peace in a world that has none. He wipes his face, even though he's not crying. Then he whispers, "I'll be home soon." But neither of them knew that night would change everything.
At the front gate?
A single RPG screams out of the dark. Boom! The front gate erupts in dust and flame. Floodlights explode. Militias pour through the gap, chanting, firing into the night sky. "Contacts front! Contact front!" Wicklund shouts. He drags Stevens and IT officer Sean Smith toward the main residence, while Dave Ubin and the Libyan guards trade wild bursts down the driveway. Another explosion. The attackers are inside. Across town, Roan is already gearing up. Stevens, Smith, and Wicklund sprint into a reinforced safe room, a narrow bathroom, steel bars across the walls. Wicklund slams the door and calls the CIA Annex. "Need immediate support!" Militias drag jerry cans across the marble floors. Diesel splashes up the curtains and over Persian rugs. Then, they strike matches. Flames race along the walls, climb the stairwells, and pump black smoke through every vent. Back at the Annex, the GRS team is under orders not to interfere. Their CIA chief forbids it. It's not your job, but the team knows that's bullshit. Benghazi is a maze of shadows and uncertainty. At a narrow intersection, armed locals block the road. The translator tries to talk them down, but suddenly, gunfire erupts. A firefight breaks out. Some locals support America's presence for the sake of peace. Others, blinded by hate, want blood. The city burns itself alive. RPGs and heavy fire roar from both sides. The team moves low, hugging walls, advancing 400 meters toward the ambassador's compound. Every step feels like walking through a minefield. Roan keeps pushing, clearing threats as they come. He splits the unit, Tonto and Boom take high ground. Jack leads the push from the front gate. The consulate is burning fast. Time is running out. Chris Stevens is still missing. Black smoke rises from the rooftop. Boom and Tonto move to the north side. They find the rear gate locked. Jack takes a breath, wraps a scarf around his face, and Roan leads the charge. They push through the main living room, but it's too late. Oxygen is gone. The heat stabs like needles in their lungs. Sean Smith, the first to arrive, is now the first who will never go home. The night slips away as fire devours every corner. They search again and again. No reply, no sign, no body, no ambassador. Then another wave of gunfire. The militias return. They fire back and prepare to retreat. Scott Wicklund sits behind the wheel, hands shaking, face blackened with ash and blood. He keeps the pedal down. Jack, Roan, and the team were driving in separate cars, taking different routes. Meanwhile, Scott Wicklund's vehicle went through an area controlled by anti-American militias, which made them an easy target. AK-47 rounds tore through the air, smashing into the car. Even an assault vehicle joined the attack, but somehow they made it out alive. Don't stop, we're almost there. An RPG misses by inches. They race through the dark toward the only safe place left, the Annex. When they finally arrive, the car's tires are shredded. The engine dies, but their hearts don't. They're home, at the last stronghold. Glenn Ty Doherty, stationed in Tripoli, flies in immediately to help. CIA staff begin burning classified files. Everyone knows, if the Annex falls, the secrets fall too. The GRS divides positions on the rooftops. Jack, Roan, Tonto, Boom, Oz, Tig, each of them knows. The next attack isn't a matter of if, it's when. Midnight. The Annex is quiet. Too quiet. Then, movement. Shadows among ruins. Dozens, maybe more. Their numbers continue to increase, clearly seen through night vision optics. All units are in position, aware of the threat creeping closer from the darkness beyond. Then, boom. A blinding flash rips through the night. Grenades explode. Gunfire erupts. The compound is instantly swallowed by chaos. The attack doesn't come randomly. It comes from every direction. Coordinated, calculated, deadly. These aren't protesters. They're trained fighters, moving with intent, using the darkness as cover. The GRS operators snap into motion. No panic, no shouting. They return fire with precision. Short bursts, controlled breathing, disciplined movements. Each man knows his sector. Each man trusts the others with his life. The radio crackles non-stop, calls for support, confusion, silence from above. Minutes blur into hours. Reinforcements from Tripoli finally arrive, but they're stuck at the airport, arguing, waiting, delayed. Bureaucracy replaces urgency. Inside the compound, hope flickers, fragile, unstable, like a dying light. Then word comes through the radio. The ambassador might still be alive, taken to a nearby hospital. For a moment, hope returns, but it doesn't last. The confirmation arrives quietly. No explosion this time, just words. Smoke inhalation. He didn't make it. As dawn approaches, the sky bleeds purple and orange. The city awakens, some praying, some watching, some waiting for more blood. And death? isn't finished yet. Ty Woods and his small team finally reach the Annex. They bring experience, firepower, leadership. They also bring bad news. The evacuation plane won't fit everyone. Too many wounded, too many defenders, not enough seats. Survival now depends on timing and luck. Then it happens. Mortar strike. The first explosion tears through the compound. Concrete shatters. Metal screams. Before anyone can react, another round hits. Roan is struck. Direct hit. No dramatic speech, no final words. Just silence. The man who fought for everyone else falls where he stood. Another blast. Oz is critically wounded. Jack reaches him through smoke and fire, finding him bleeding but alive. He works fast, hands shaking, mind focused. He refuses to leave him. The ground shakes, the air burns, ears ring, and then, quiet. Through the smoke, headlights appear, pickup trucks, mounted guns. At first, they brace for death, but the men stepping out aren't enemies, they're allies. Local Libyan militias, friendly to the Americans, arriving to help, not kill. Rescue at last. One by one, the survivors climb into the trucks. Tig and Tonto are the last to leave. They look back one final time at the place that nearly became their grave. Later, families gather. Mothers, wives, children. Grief replaces gunfire. The cost of war is paid once again, not by politicians, but by those who stood on the front line. 13 Hours isn't just a story about tactics and gunfights. It's about brotherhood, sacrifice, ordinary men doing extraordinary things. Behind every geopolitical headline are real people, fighting, bleeding, dying. The legacy of Roan, Ty, and all who fought in Benghazi remains, a brutal, bittersweet reminder of the true cost of freedom.